Well, hello there, Aries. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about December. And December is going to have 5 weeks in it, so we'll have 5 columns of cards and 3 rows as per usual. I'm doing something special this month. We're going to have a free reading, and I will give you all the details at the end of this reading, okay? So, a couple of things to know is that we're going to go ahead and talk about messages from my guides. My guides are telling all of us that it's important that we come together this month, okay? Whatever we're working on is going to be much easier when we come together and make many hands make light work, okay? The other note for all of us from my guides is that we will want to work to circle the wagons and create personal community. That community will offer us the support that we need at this time, okay? So the month of December will want us wanting a little bit more support and our personal community. We want to make that tighter. We want to make a tighter knit community. We want to be more involved with our group, whatever that is. We just want to get that going on, okay? So that we have those bonds to lean back on when things get funny or when we just want to feel more secure, right? And that's what we're doing, okay? So then let's go ahead and light the candle for this month, and of course we're working on finishing up this chakra candle, so ta-da, here we are. It's been a good one. It's actually lasting quite well. So now we have this lit. It's going to be over here on the side, adding good juju to the reading. Very nice. So a couple of things. We're going to go ahead and get a guiding card, of course. Let's do that. We are using this beautiful Etherieal Visions Illuminated Tarot for that. Let's get our guiding card, Aries. There it is. This one, right here. All right. So this guiding card is the Page of Pentacles, right? Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is talking about new information about ways to make more money that is coming to us. Aries, you are going to be getting new information that will help you move further along at your work, whether it's you needing a raise, you'll find out the way to do that, right? You're going to get more details on what you need to do to become more hireable or take on more responsibility, or maybe get a new opportunity coming your way. That's outside of your regular job that will also help you make money on the side. Maybe you need a side hustle and you're getting new information on the best kind of side hustle for you personally. Whatever that is, it's going to be really very cool for you, and I think you're going to like getting this information. It's going to help you a lot. We'll set the card down right there. It'll show itself up in the next couple of weeks. Watch. Why don't we get into the reading? All right. So what we have here, we're going to get you a mystery card. We're using the magical Nordic Tarot for that. Oops, didn't spread out quite the way I thought it would. Messy. I'm not upset by that because the card is right over here. All right. So we're going to save this card up here and let it hang out and wait to be seen at the end of the reading. All right. Now then, let's go ahead and do the overview. We're going to use our Tempest deck that we always use because it's the right deck for the job, all right? So we're going to do 5 columns for the 5 weeks of December, ending, of course, in January 3rd. And the first row is where we're at, what's going on, what's the theme of that week, right? Second row is going to be what's blocking you, and the third will be your solution for that particular week, all right? And at the end of this video, we're going to go in depth on the very first week, which is November 30th through the 6th. So we will come back to that also, okay? Perfect. Let's go ahead and get into this, all right? So this card here is talking about how for November 30th through the 6th, we have to keep an eye on our money. We want to keep our eye on our money. We want to keep our mind on our money. We want to make sure that we're getting paid what we deserve and that everything is going well financially, because if we keep track of our money will take care of us, okay? But if we're willy-nilly with our money and we're not paying attention to where it's coming from or where it's going to, blah, 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 we just get spendy-wendy, that's not going to work, okay? So pay attention to what's going on here so you can make good decisions, all right? Cool. I'll put that down right there. What's blocking you? Page of Cups. Information about something that you care about could get in the way of you doing the best job possible in the first week of December, okay? So you could be getting other information from other people that's making you think about other things, and I feel like it's a distraction. Somebody you care about might be saying, oh, I could really use some help, or this or that or the other thing. This could even be something that takes you off track. I'm getting that emotions are going to keep you from keeping an eye on your money, meaning that they could be, oh, help me do this or help me do that. And you'd be like, here, let me give you money. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You need to pay attention to what you're doing and what you're getting yourselves involved in. Because by helping other people out financially with something at this time, even if it's something that you care, someone you care about, et cetera, the fact is you're going to put yourself in a position where you can't take care of your own self, okay? Interestingly, there will be the gift of finance coming your way. This is good news. This is a benefit, a financial benefit will come your way. This could be an overpaid bill coming back to you. This could be something that maybe you get a deposit back. Maybe you get a raise at work. This could be what we were talking about when we were saying new information about ways to make more money. You're going to be offered a raise. You're going to be offered ways to take care of your money and make more money in the mix. So this is very good news. We love the Ace of Pentacles. Now then, let's talk about what's going on for the November 7th through the 13th. Ooh, Temperance. You'll have everything you need to take care of yourself no matter what, okay? So don't worry about what's going on. You will have everything you need to take care of yourself. This is always about the lie being dead, meaning that when we feel like there's lack in our lives, it's because we've self-perpetuating the big dumb lie that there's never enough, right? But we're stepping into that moment this particular week that you always have what you need and everything you need is taken care of, okay? So taking a deep breath, breathe. You can breathe right here, Aries, okay? This is a moment to take a deep breath. All of your freaking out over here, you don't need to freak out. You just need to pay attention, okay? And everything will take care of itself. Now then, the sun here is talking about how what's blocking you is learning new things. You're not going to be, it won't be as easy for you to learn new things. You may still have to learn new things that will be quick and dirty, but you'll have to learn them. And it might be something that you're just blocking yourself from doing because you don't want to, or you don't know how to, or you're just distracted by something where you've got your head over here doing something, but meanwhile, this is where you need to be learning what to do here. You're like, So try and keep your mind where it is. Stay in the here and the now, and don't get so distracted that you miss the moment, all right? Things will be evening out. Your solution is that things will become more fair and more even and proper, so you won't have to worry about anything weird happening that way. You can and will be able to take care of yourself plus a little extra, okay? I know that sounds a little crazy, but it is true that the things will balance and be fair, okay? Nice. So for the week of the 14th through the 20th, we have the Four of Cups. The foundation of your heart is getting stronger or more stable. The things you care about are getting more stabilized. The things that you want to put your energy into are getting stable and more clear. So you are clarifying for yourself what you want to, where you want to put your energy, okay? That's becoming what it's supposed to be right now, this particular week. All right. And now we have the Two of Pentacles is blocked. So keeping your finances balanced is going to feel a little funny and awkward and strange at this time. It feels like you'll be eating a little less than well, you'll be eating a lot of top ramen, but you won't be eating filet mignon. How's that? And that just means that there's a lot going on, and you have things you have to take care of, energy you have to put out in the universe, and that stuff will distract you from keeping your finances perfectly even. Just breathe, okay? What's good though is there will be a celebration, something to celebrate, which is excellent news at this time because you know what? It's a good time to celebrate during the 14th through the 20th. We want you to enjoy your people, have your people taking good care. It's going to be a very good time had by all, okay? There will be gatherings and people coming together. It could be family, chosen family. All good things are happening here. Very nice. Just watch how you spend your money at this time. Cool. It is that time of year, you know? So just careful what you do. This card here is talking about how 21st through the 27th of December, remember lessons from the past. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over again expecting a different result, okay? It's just not going to work, okay? You're just going to want to keep paying attention to what you can do and not make a big damn deal about it, okay? It could be much simpler than you think, so just simplify if you can. Remember those lessons. Don't get your expectations all in a bunch, so to speak. When we get expectations, we need to put those expectations in a box and throw them in the bottom of the river because there's no good use for them right now. All right? Unless it's something you specifically are doing, like I am doing my sit-ups and I'm doing my sit-ups and I have an expectation that my tummy will get smaller. Do your best, but don't freak out, okay? That's all. This card here is talking about how going beyond your limiting beliefs is going to be a little bit tough right now. So you're just going to have to stick with what you do and what you know at this time. And it doesn't make it bad or wrong. It just means no massive adventure is going to be helping you right now. If you do anything too far off the beaten path, it'll block you from maintaining whatever's going on, okay? You won't be remembering your lessons if you go too far off the beaten path, all right? Now then, the Seven of Wands is showing me that your solution is to win people over one at a time. So talk to people individually and you will get what you need taken care of. You don't have to have it be everybody all at once. Okay? That's pretty cool. Okay, nice. So then let's talk about the final week of December. We're talking about 28th through January 3rd. We have the Four of Wands. The foundation of your ideas is coming together. Other people are on board with what you're suggesting and they are mind melting with you and everything is super exciting here. Love this for you. It's going to be super duper cool. Okay. I love that. This card here is talking about how where you're blocked this particular week, Six of Wands, being able to share your ideas and get it's funny because we have the foundation of your ideas is going to be understood, but everybody isn't going to be 100% on board with learning from you. Okay. So they're just going to want to they're like, okay, we love the idea, this is great, but it doesn't mean they want you to teach them, okay? This is the about you teaching and sharing your ideas, sharing your experience, strength, and hope in that moment, and they're going to be like, no, don't want to hear that. That's not going to be what we want to hear. I don't know why, but they've got the gist of your idea, and they're good with it, but maybe they don't want your specific details, so just try not to think too hard about it or get upset when they don't want to hear you because, you know, they're just doing their own thing, okay? Now, of course, the solution would be a self-sabotage. Oh. It's always exciting when you get the devil as your solution to a problem. And it's talking about you having a brilliant idea and then wanting to share your ideas and then sabotage. The devil is your solution because people aren't really on board with hearing your ideas, your actual teachings, so they're kind of more involved with the concept of not doing that. So we want to just sort of keep an eye on what that plan is. We're going to go in depth on this at the end of in other readings, so it will make more sense at that time, okay? But for now, we're just going to move these cards off to one side so that we can, in fact, get into the in-depth reading on the very first week of December for you Aries. Let's get these three cards out in front. Boom, boom, boom. And we're using Mythic Tarot. We only got one card a week last month. Now we're going in depth. All right. So, what's going on, Aries? So we were talking about King of Pentacles and how there's this priority for you to keep your eye on your money and pay attention to what the money is doing for you at this time and how you're handling your money. So make sure your bills are getting paid, make sure everything is taken care of and your house is paid for, blah, blah, blah. All those big payments, want to keep an eye on that, okay? That will be important for you at this time. And of course, there will be somebody of like mind in the mix for you at this time who's also finishing your sentences, very down to earth, easygoing, totally excited to be around you, having a good time, okay? So you and somebody are having a good time, communicating with one another, feeling each other's beneficial energies, etc., etc. I feel like even though one's on the money and one's just on being down to earth and easygoing, I think this is a compatible moment for both of you. Friends, I feel like this is two friends hanging out, and that's very nice. But there will be, of course, you're walking away from somebody else at this time who isn't really working out anymore, or maybe their time has finished, has completed, and you're like, okay, cool. They may or may not have prioritized visiting with you, but you're like, you know what? I don't know if I have any more time to worry about this person, and there might be some feelings in the mix in the moment of having to make that release, but it doesn't make it wrong or bad. It just means that it's kind of an uncomfortable moment, okay? So just sort of let the feelings roll. Know that you will be leaving something behind that doesn't work anymore, but it does look like you have a new person to hang out with. It might be one friend leaving and another friend stepping in. So that's kind of cool. Not a bad idea. This card here is talking about what's blocking you. And you're blocked by this particular situation of new information about somebody that you care about. So maybe this new information that's about somebody you care about has something to do with this person that you're needing to walk away from. And it's helping feed the fire of the release, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting there. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to do things in an educated way, all right? And Justice is here, showing that you want to really make sure that it's going to be very difficult for you to make things more fair at this time. It's just not going to be fair, okay? Be aware that not everything is always going to be fair. Life just isn't fair sometimes, which kind of sucks, and I know that that's a bummer, but we have to acknowledge the truth, which is sometimes life just isn't fair. People move on, people do things, people make more money, people don't make more money. People get mad when things don't work out the way they think they should, and they act funny, and it's like, no. The Queen of Cups is showing that there will be an emotionally based person in the mix who's feeling their feelings and sharing their feelings, and those feelings are going to block you, okay? So even as you're working through trying to make, like you said, things wouldn't be fair, but you're going to get new information from somebody. Ooh, it might be the Queen of Cups. She's definitely sharing her feelings, so that could be somebody you care about that's sharing their feelings, and it's going to make things seem unfair to you. You'll be frustrated and irritated, and of course, remember, over here we were talking about you walking away from somebody. Like, okay, so we have a double whammy of things not going according to plan. Sorry, Aries, sometimes that's the way it works. But the benefit is there will be new information about ways to make more money, or new information about more money. You could be getting a raise. You could be getting a financial benefit. You might be getting hired on to a new job. Something is happening here that's going to be a financial win for you, which is super cool. You're like, okay. Maybe there was something involved where you were expecting more family interaction or good love, whatever, and it's turned out to be something different and more financially motivated than it was before, because it looks like Three of Pentacles, they're already talking about you for another potential situation. Some of you are going to have other people saying, look, We gave her the small raise, but we're thinking about her for something further up the line, and we want that person to come up and become more. So people are already discussing you as a potential for more income and more money, which is good. And interestingly, part of your solution is to stand up for what you want or what you deserve. Okay? So if their numbers aren't quite right, then it's important for you to stand up for it. So I'm going to say that you're going to stand up for what you want. You say, hey, this is what I want. You're going to say, all right, we're going to give you a raise. Cool, 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 cool. Like, okay, cool. And then presto, they'll be discussing you for other additional steps up as well. Very nice. I like that. That works for me. Cool. So let's go ahead and get one of these beautiful, wonderful, amazing, fantastico. Remember, we had the Page of Pentacles over here. It's the Path of the Soul cards. These are so cool. What do we have for Aries for December? That's really the one. Go figure. All right. It's just the way it worked out. Ugh. And now they make everything messy. I just can't trust those cards. They're always messing things up. Ooh, look at that. 15. This card here is talking to me about like productivity, multiplication, manifestation, babies, it's a winning card for sure. It's like there's butterflies in here, there's orchids, there are, I see a big 6 for myself. I see a 6 more than I see an 8, although there are 8 individual points on this. I really am feeling the 6 vibes off of it, and a 4, which is a solid foundation. We have a solid foundation 4, and then the 6 total coming together. And the 6s in Pentacles, of course, are about having enough money to take care of yourself plus extra to play with. And I really am just getting a lot of good, and because of the purple and the pink, there's a lot of love in here. There's a lot of energy towards your psychic intuition, which is going to be manifesting even more strongly at this time. So whatever your little voice is telling you at this time, trust the intuition, trust the vibes, trust the energy that you're getting, okay? Because it's all coming together and it's lovely, all right? So we're going to put this card down right here. Very nice. What's our mystery card? Thanks, Woody, for keeping an eye on that. Here he is, right there. All right. Now we have the 9 of Swords. Reluctantly in charge, reluctantly stepping up to the plate, reluctantly handling things. Most people would prefer a reluctant leader to one who's power hungry. Because, you know, if you're too excited about being in charge of everything and bossing people around, well, you're not going to be much fun to be around, that's for sure. So yeah, we want to pay attention to what this card is doing and what it's saying and how it's interpreted for you, Aries, in this particular month. I'd like to see you bossing up about your finances for sure. You're going to have a lot of bossing up over here. Nice. I like that your solution is all about that. Blocked by trying to make things fair for somebody you care about when it's not going to work out. Okay? Just know in advance it's not going to work out for you to help anyone right now. And of course, you're releasing somebody even while you're creating a new bond with someone else. Okay? So that's cool. Digging it. I think that there's a lot of potential here. And I think that you can and do indeed take good care of what's going on. Okay? Very nice. All right. So, Aries, my goodness. What a week we're having, huh? Yes, I'm one of you. Haha. So, why don't we go ahead and get a pocket full of rocks? We're going to get you a pocket full of rocks. amethyst, sapphire, and malachite. All right, so malachite is a third chakra stone, and it's all about doing the deep dive into your emotions and your feelings, and digging up old feelings and stuff so we can clean them up, dust them off, find the truth, and then air it out and let it go. All right, I think that's what's happening over here. That's why you're all blocked up. All right, so pay attention to what that is and work it through, but heal it. Okay, that's why it's a green stone, so you can air it out and heal it. Okay, sapphire and amethyst are both 6th chakra stones for your third eye. And amethyst is going to be showing you in the here and now, when you meditate with it on your third eye, you will be getting messages about how you can best handle and create solutions to what's going on in your daily life. Okay, so meditate with it, ask for solutions to your daily life, and it will give it to you right here, right now. Okay, amethyst vibes, right? I told you there were amethyst vibes. So the other thing to know is we have sapphire, and sapphire here is all about you seeing who you are and what impact you have in the cosmos. We're talking way out there in the cosmos, okay? The space place, right? So amongst the planets and the stars and all the space dust out there, you're going to be able to see, when you envision all the whole solar system with this on your third eye, you'll envision it and you'll ask to see an image of your energy traveling through the cosmos. And it'll, like, everything else will be what it is, and then it'll have like bright red dust that you'll get to see all over the little blue planet, and then it'll turn into something a little bit more, and then it'll start wafting off the planet, doing weird things amongst the planets, and it's going to be really kind of beautiful to see for yourself that you have an impact that's much greater than just the sum of your parts. Okay, you matter. And that's the key with this stone, is that you remember that you matter on a much bigger scale. Your influence will be felt in ways that you don't realize. Okay? You could talk to a little kid who becomes a physicist, who becomes an astronaut, etc., 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 and things go on as we bump into other people and we make impact. That's our impact, is as we communicate with other people from one place to another. So we do this, and we keep pushing other people further on, right? And then they run into other people and they move on, and everybody spreads out doing what they're doing. It's kind of bitching. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how exponentially you can have a greater impact on the universe just by having conversations with different people. So it's very cool. And I really love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. You guys matter to me so much. I appreciate you. We made 1,000. What? High fives, right? Ha. So it's excellent, and I really appreciate the one and the all of you. I do hope that you'll come back next week when we'll talk about the 7th through the 13th of December. And of course, all right, so you've been waiting to hear more about this drawing for a free reading. Now then, the free reading is kind of like this. I'm going to have you comment below, give me an emoji of some sort, and I will enter you into a free reading drawing, and then I will post at the end of the month who won the drawing, okay? And I'll make special private contact with you individually to get your deets, and we'll do that thing, and then we'll get you a free reading, all right? But the only way to enter is to leave me an emoji at the bottom that will get you into the free reading drawing, okay? Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next week about the 7th through the 13th. We'll see you then.